wrong.
Sorry.
Jump,
What?
floats, sweeper left, 5.
To right?
Sweeper right, sweeper
Over
left.
crest?
Rally racing. Can you make it so I don't look so fat?
It can be.
Doesn't help. So fat.
Okay. I'll help.
I don't think I'm fat. I'm full of sexiness is what I'm in.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Remember, because when things expand, it's because they're hot.
Oh.
I'm not fat. I'm just hot.
Maybe that's my
Or
problem.
full of, I don't know.
Hot air.
Hot,
Huh?
yeah,
Hot air?
sounds-
Hot air, yeah. I am from California, so don't.
Where are you taking the lunch?
Wherever you're going. I took you to dinner. How's your sprint car?
Not bad. Driver was a little shaky, but the car was good.
I need driver mod.
Don't we all? Is this live? Do it live? Okay.
Quiet.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
So quiet.
Just chilling. Just hanging out. Oh, we got the boss man here. We gotta all be serious. No more jokes. Boss man is here.
Okay, my mic is like really loud. Can you turn this down?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're almost here.
Welcome to RC Fun Time. Here's your host, Jon and Johnathan.
Hey, welcome back. Starting into the afternoon of this last qualifying day, and
Means
okay,
tomorrow, right?
What's that?
Means for tomorrow, right?
Main start tonight.
Ooh.
Yes. My co-host OKO.
Hello.
You want to introduce our guest?
These are the Schultz father and son. Johnathan Schultz. I'm senior, and John Schultz Jr.
That is us.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well, why don't you guys go ahead and let us know a little bit about yourself. We'll start with John.
Ooh.
I've been doing this for a long time. I work for Hobby Rec, which is HRP. If you guys want to go check out hobbyrec.com, plug, just saying.
It's up there on the screen, too.
It's up there on the screen, HRP, hobbyrec.com. I work for them, and we race, we see shops, we travel, we do events, we crawl, we kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, what don't we do?
Get rest.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
none
been
of
a
that.
long
Not
week,
this
man.
week for sure. This is
It's been a long week. We got here Saturday night
Yeah.
and got up Sunday and haven't stopped since. So we're only running 2 classes each. I'm running late model and master sprint, which is like old guy stuff.
Yep, same here.
And the crazy thing is all the old guys are just as fast as the young guys.
Exactly.
It's kind of
We just have a little
irritating, to
more
be honest.
experience.
Like, I'm like, oh, why don't we just combine all the sprint cars? It'd all be sprint cars, but that would just make me lose even more because there's guys that are in the master sprint class that are just extremely fast.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been tough. We're not used to the deuce dirt. We're very high bite track oriented, so we run slicks, cars low to the ground with a lot of horsepower, and that's not this.
No, that is definitely not this.
I think if you were to invert what we run on, it would probably still have more grip than this place.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is not bad. I mean, we love it because it's different than what we normally. All of our tracks where we race at are all high bite. We have a loose track that just opened up, the dirt in Paris, but it's cool to come to a low grip track because all we do is race high bite. So
we've been saying for the last couple of months that we were going to go test down there, and we're so busy.
it's that time that you talked about. I don't know where people get it or buy it, but if you figure that out, let me know because we need all of
I
it.
need it too.
It's always on back order.
Yeah.
Always on back order.
It's actually really simple. 30 minutes of time costs 30 minutes of sleep.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We don't get much of sleep, so I don't know where you
again, this
keep
week's
cutting
even
the
worse.
6 hours that we get now. I mean, I
Well,
figured-
it looks like you're looks like you're a bit over budget there.
yeah, I'm cashing in more than I spend. So.
All right. Speaking of track surfaces, over the Big Chili Bowl, it's the same exact surface as we're running here, except they put so much water in it. It's clay.
Yeah, it's a lot more wet over there, which for us to run such a wet track is not the best because then we get just muddy cars and
It's just so noisy here.
our cars don't really hook up. So we run a little bit of drier here. It grooves up a little bit faster than them over there, which they groove up too. So
Yes, they do.
I think last night we were watching Spencer Baston in the C-Main smoke tires around 3 and 4. So they get the same rubber we do, but ours is a little bit more aggressive. Ours are one-run tires. They could probably run theirs a little bit more longer. But, yeah, so same dirt, but a little bit – it is different for
Track
us.
prep's totally different.
Oh, completely different. We till it probably every 20-ish races. They
Yep.
do it
A couple times.
a couple times a week. So a little bit different, but same.
Last night when you were over there, did you notice that how dusty it does get towards the end of the night?
Oh, yeah, very dusty. It's the cloud is what we call it. It's the same thing we have in like Johnson Valley for King of the Hammers. You can see it from a mile away. It's just a big dome of just dust. So, but that's what it is for racing inside. So
This was the first time we were able to actually go over and watch. Last year we didn't get a chance at all.
last
to
year
go
we
over
didn't
and
at all.
watch.
If the cloud is so thick, then how do you guys even see the cars when you're racing them?
Right?
Yeah.
During the big event on Saturday, it does get to the point where sometimes you can't see across.
Yeah, and I heard being in that building on Saturday is, shoulder to shoulder.
Yes, it is.
You're making new friends, so
Exactly.
that's not
And
my
you may
field
not-
I want to be
It
in.
may be people you may not want to be friends
Yeah,
with.
no,
Wait,
exactly.
here?
I think I'll sit in the hotel room or here and watch it on my phone. I think.
Yep. It is a good race. I enjoyed going over there. I've been fortunate to probably sit through 3 Saturday nights over there. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I
Had a good friend that had had tickets for all the events, and we sat on the start finish line in the reserve seats,
Oh wow,
second from the top.
yeah, those are
One
good
of the
seats.
best houses
Yeah.
in the house.
I think that the best seats are at the side of the track, like it's an oval. At the end of the track where it's shorter, and then just hovering over the railing there. That to me is the best seats.
Yeah, being able. Well, I mean, we saw it too because when we were in the Top Road Rowdies yesterday, which was rowdy as we ever thought. You see it on TV. They always talk about it. But it was the first time I was sitting down in there. So, but watching the people right to the right of us, they're up on the thing and they're literally looking down at the cars go right underneath them. Is wild.
Those are like VIP.
Yeah,
Most of
those are
like your
special people.
drivers,
Yeah.
your Jeff Gordons and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were
Super
over
cool.
in the rowdy section, and the cars are right there. It puts you really close.
Yes.
And it's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes. You have 12 cars coming at you in turn 4, or turn 2, actually.
Yeah, I mean, watching, like I said, watching Baston run the wall in one of the C-mains, and you think that he's going to hit you, but it's just, he bounces off the cushion and drives down the back straight, and just the whole experience is just wild.
Exactly.
And how busy it was. We were over there walking, and we ran into these guys walking around over there.
They were walking out, we were walking in, and small world.
Walking into anybody over there is kind of crazy because it's so busy.
Yes.
The first time I heard
Okay,
yeah.
Put your mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
The first time I heard a back start, a backfire. When I was at the Chili Bowl, I was in the general admission area. Just the wooden plank area in the corner. And I thought there was for a second I jumped up.
Yeah, they're when those things backfire inside, they're loud. I mean, we know it's coming because at least one of them, when they're pushing them off, backfires, and it got me every time. So
every time.
scared the bejesus out of me.
That's why I wear earplugs.
Yeah, no. Next year we're getting face shields and earplugs because we were good for about 3 or 4 mains, and I'm like, hey, I can't hear you, and you're sitting next to me.
And then you're like, oh, little things sting.
Yeah, those hurt.
And our watches were going off saying, you guys are in a loud environment.
Yeah, you probably want to check your ears.
Really?
Yeah.
Apple Watches?
Yeah.
We just got these, and
we hate them. When you're sitting there and relaxing and it tells you to stand up, you're like, oh, no. I'm good.
We were
I got you to see time. I don't need you to tell me to stand up.
We were missing our flight, and we're running so we wouldn't miss it, which we missed it. And my phone says, oh, exercising, huh?
Yeah. Do you want to start a run? No?
No. I'm
Here,
just
let me stop and do that real quick because we're missing our flight. Yeah, thanks.
Just trying to miss my flight. Not miss my flight, which we did. We missed it. It
wasn't our fault, but
now you said you have done many different genres of RC. Out of all the different genres, what is your favorite?
It really depends. We've done everything from drag racing to A scale to oval to,
we're drifting now.
Drifting. We've been doing drifting lately. Which we really like oval. Oval's a lot of fun. The people are really, really cool. The drifting's been, I've been to quite a few different places, and everybody is super cool. They want to help you out, get you better. It's kind of like crawling, but for the street version, because you're trying to make your car look like a real car.
Right.
And but everybody there at whatever facility I've been going to are super nice. Same way with the drag racing and the oval racing. Yeah, we're all competitors, but if you walk over to some of these other guys and ask questions, they'll help you out.
Absolutely.
So I like crawling a lot. Crawling's kind of relaxing because there's no we make it a competition, but
it's a competition between him. It's not a competition to anybody else.
You can't.
Yeah. When he's running his cheater truck and I got my scale car that looks like my real Jeep, it's like, I'm not going to climb this 6-foot ledge. I don't know what you want me to do.
Talking about that real quick, you both actually have off-road vehicles that you actually take out and actually crawl.
Yeah, we both have Jeep Cherokees. I got one quite a few years ago just because we ride motorcycles, and all my friends were like, get a four-wheel drive. And I'm like, I don't want to get in a four-wheel drive. But yeah, that was the wrong thing to do because I got a Jeep Cherokee, and we have way too much money in them, and we do really cool stuff with them. We did Rubicon a couple months ago.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's coming up on almost a year. We did it a week before July 4th last year. So
that's cool.
So we've done Rubicon. I've been all over Moab. We've gone all over Southern California. If you ever want to see what the real country looks like, get in something that's capable and go out in the backcountry. Because we'll go out for a couple days, camp and through Death Valley and stuff, and it's really nice. That's my relaxation and getaway from life.
That's the getaway. When because we did Rubicon with Connor Patton and Steve Patton from Rock Pirates RC and a bunch of their guys, and they all brought RC trucks. And like, hey, why don't you bring RC trucks? It's like, no, this is the one thing we never take RC cars with. We just go. We see the cool views. We go and enjoy ourselves. And watching them crawl at Rubicon was a little like, we should have brought them at the same time. It's like, I don't want to be working on an RC car when I'm supposed to be sitting there in the water or looking at the waterfalls or hanging out with family. It's really cool, and that's really what brought me to buy mine. Is he bought one, and they were taking pictures of Moab and stuff with a dog, and I was just like, that's so cool. And then he would take me to Rubicon or some day trips, and it's like, there's one thing I hate is riding passenger in something. So it's like, I made a plan. It's like, before King of the Hammers 2023, I'm gonna have a Jeep, and we lucked out like a week before they were going to do their Mojave Trail trip. We found an older lady in Trona, California, in the middle of nowhere, works at a sulfur plant. They bought it brand new 95. Her and her husband put all the miles on it, loved it. Her husband unfortunately passed away. She's moving across the country, so she needed to sell it. So we went down on, actually, I moved my shift at Amazon from this time to this time. So we drove down at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day, met her. She told us the whole story about it. She's, wants to make sure it goes to a good family. She actually friended me on Facebook. And
that's cool.
So now, I post all the pictures of all of our trips, and she likes them, and she messages me all the time. And, she just loves that it went to a family that's using it and not abusing it. And so, yeah, it just our whole Jeep experience has just been about creating memories and having a good time with them. So
I always enjoy watching or looking for the pictures when you go out. Those are, like you said, some really cool photos that you guys take.
Yeah, no, it's
Thank you.
You get to see some cool stuff and stuff that you would never even know that, like. He did Death Valley the first time and came back, and thinking Death Valley just a bunch of sand and hot weather, but he goes, the life you see is just wild through Death Valley. So we did it again, and wake up in the morning and get out our thing, and there's little foxes running around or whatever, and deer and cows and
Donkeys.
It was.
And you'd be driving up a dirt road through a canyon, and it's dry and rocky, and next thing you know, you're driving up a stream.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Just-
then as
just
fast
wild.
as the stream, uphill appeared, it went away. So, for a place that's called Death Valley, it's pretty.
There's not a lot of
pretty
death
awesome.
in it.
The color, and everything else.
Did you see the moving? Did you see the rocks in Death Valley that allegedly move around?
Yeah, we did actually. The little boulders that would move across the lake bed.
We did see that.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, you need to go to the lake bed and watch the rocks move," and we're like, "There's no way they move." And yeah, it's literally just a bunch of little rocks that have trails behind them. I think it's something with the movement of the ground with the heat and the cold or whatever.
When it rains, it gets really
Oh,
slimy.
that's right. Yeah.
And the wind blows the rocks, and they actually travel, a little bit, and they make the little trail behind them.
So you
that's
just
cool.
walk out on the lake bed and there's 30 rocks with like 6-foot trails behind them because they're just slowly moving across the lake bed, and they move different areas and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I know you guys are pretty busy, and we won't keep you that long, but I do want to plug your job again. What did you move into?
One of my number one fans right there. Hobby Rec is our online store with HRP. So we sell Associated and Crowley and Hobby
Reefs
Wing and Associated. I mean, we sell
Crafts.
we sell everything.
They sell
Everything
everything.
from puzzles to RC,
Okay.
rockets, and all that. So if you guys are, bored and you want to go on to hobbyrec.com, that's our direct-to-consumer site, and check us out. Sign up for our email, and we'll send you out new things that come out, and you can stay on top of the stuff we do sell. So,
And if you guys are here, you can come by the 5-star booth. We got little cards that'll get you 10% off anything on our site.
absolutely.
So if you come by, say hi, grab a couple stickers, the card, and meet us, and just here trying to push them and enjoy ourselves.
Absolutely awesome. One last question.
Oh, absolutely.
I asked Scotty this one of the first times I interviewed him. I don't think you'll probably have as many miles as he does, but what would you say your average yearly mile travel for work is?
Oh, jeez.
I think in a 3-month span, he drove from Southern California to Florida like 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
In like a 2.5-month,
It was like
3-month
twice.
span. So, there's no way we are any close to Scotty, flying across the sea and all that stuff and seeing the people on the other side of the pond. But
I usually drive everywhere I go, but I'm going to do a lot of flying this year, I believe.
Okay.
So I think because I'm so busy with other stuff, I'm trying to get there and back. But yeah, I've been all over the country, Canada, Mexico, United States. I think the only state in California I haven't been to, well, 2. I haven't been to Hawaii, and I haven't been to Alaska. But those are my bucket list.
There you go. I was supposed to go to Alaska this past summer, but my wife canceled our trip.
Oh,
That is my huge bucket list. I want to go there so bad.
but I don't just want to go to Alaska. I want to drive to my Jeep to Alaska. I want to do the whole
Even better yet.
Jeep thing and camp and
That
that
would
kind of
be
stuff.
awesome.
I follow a lot of YouTube channels that they've done that, and they'll be gone for a month. There's no way I can do that right now, but I think round trips like 6,000-7,000 miles, something like that. It's crazy.
And in a car, you're thinking, oh, that's like, a couple weeks. And in a Jeep, you're doubling that. We're not very fast. If it was made to be fast, they wouldn't make us a brick.
Life in the slow lane.
Exactly. and that's the way to take it. I mean, people travel too fast and they miss the things. We're taking it a little bit slower. You get to see a lot more.
And that's why I really do envy the guys that travel across the U.S. and the Volkswagen Bugs.
Yep.
Because, you catch a lot of things. I'm going to say this because when I bought my Jeep, I wanted to see everything. And, we go camping in Cal City every year. So I've ridden my motorcycle there since I was 2 years old. I know that place like the back of my hand. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Place just because I've never seen I've ridden by it like 30 times, but that's flying through the whoops at 50 mile an hour. You drive your Jeep, you look to the right, see everything at a much slower pace.
California. Wait, we get put.
We drove last year. We drove here. I'll do like club events and that kind of stuff. So it's not like I drive there and drive back. It's inside these. We're going fast. We were going
Off at noon, and he'd be like, "Hey, we're meeting in Rancho, Tuesday, Wednesday." Good pass, you're spending $400 on a Speedo because it overloaded it or something. It just got to the point where it's like, we want to do everything, and unfortunately, to do everything, we have to cut out the one thing that has to take everything. So we envy the people that still do it because that's a lot of time and it's a lot of money to do it. And if you're fast, it's cool, but unfortunately, where it rains 6 months out of the year.
Just basically, long story short, YouTube community guidelines. I'm actually gonna have to step out of the frame because of the YouTube guidelines.
Go ahead and take off your headset.
I'll still be here. I just need to step.
I thank you guys for coming on. I'm gonna
absolutely.
let you get back to your thing.
I like signing stuff. Makes me feel good.
I have my wall in my trailer. I also have from PTSD from all the stuff from the fire department for 26 years. Mm-hmm. And I'll find myself sitting here at a track. I may be in the best mood in the world. In a bad mood or up, depressed.
Yeah.
And I turn around and me that I have so many friends here, and that's why I'm here, and it helps bring my attitude, my demeanor back.
The last drag race in general, just because I was starting my sheriff's program. So I'm at the event. It brings joy that at that time, everybody was having a good time. We were all together doing the same thing for the same passion. It was just cool. So
it does. This whole thing helps out tremendously, and to turn around and look at that and see that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this your first Chili Bowl?
No, I've been coming since 17.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or,
veteran.
yeah, a little bit.
So
I still can't race worth a darn, but you know what? It's fun. And
we
come this stuff here.
We come with the first year was last year for us, and I came with the whole expectation of just, I just want to experience it.
Yep.
If we can learn every time we're on track, then we're having a good time. So
good run.
We made a couple changes last night. I wasn't feeling too comfortable, and we kind of put our ideas together. And as I told him and his dad, it's all about keeping your nose clean here. Running consistent lap times because everything. If you keep your nose clean, just run good lap times and gain points like you can. That's how you do it. So I just kept my nose clean.
You guys would like to thank before we head out?
I want to thank him because he's been a big inspiration.
I don't know what I do.
Helps me out. I'm stupid all the time when I work on my car. So keeps me grounded. And I do some stupid because I get busy,
Right.
I work on my car and
He's a fidgeter. He likes
somebody
to
asks me something and I forget where I'm at.
He likes to
so.
touch stuff. And race one time, it's like, if you just leave stuff alone. Because, after he was running, car was running good, and then he tore it all down and put a wrong spring cup. And once.
What's what brings me to like oval and muscle trucks and drag racing, buggy or the A-scale buggies. Normally, everybody runs the same car. There's not too much, unless you have machines and stuff to build stuff. But I really like tinkering, and I like going to a place and muscle trucks and stuff. It's everybody has their own idea what works, and
Down with my car.
It's later down the way,
Yep.
so.
it's like, and I grew up racing. I started racing in the early '80s, so I grew up and watching a lot of these, Kinwall and Pivitas and all these guys, back in the day. Masami would come over and race and all that. But like Brian Kinwall the stuff that I would watch him do, and glue them back together to see what worked. I've seen him take.
Came in what? He
Yeah.
cut the webbing out of the inside of the tire and glued it on the outside.
Wow.
That's how the BK bar came
Yeah.
to him to.
I saw him he didn't like the spring fill in his diffs, so he was taking cone washers and grinding them down so they'd fit in his diff so he'd get that different fill on his diff. I mean, he was just, he'd race and spend all day at the track and go home and work all night.
That is one person I wish I would have got to have met.
Yeah.
He's super cool,
I really
dude.
wish I would have met him.
When we lived in Casella, California, when I was younger, his age, I was racing, 6 days a week. It'd be Ranch Pit Shop and RCH and Hot Tracks and, Hobby Bench and all these different, Race Prep and all these different tracks. So going to a track, Clifflet and Halsey and these guys, I mean, these were guys that were just club guys that I would club race with. They were fast then. I still couldn't beat them then, but, watching the junior, Losi guys, developing and creating the JRX2, and I got to see all that, and I feel very fortunate to see that kind of stuff.
I'm really surprised you don't know my buddy back there. I'm gonna draw.
You don't even know your buddy.
I don't even know my buddy's name.
That's
Robert Belanger. He used to live out there when he was a kid, and you guys are fairly close in age, I think.
He just
And,
called you old.
He knows all those guys, a lot of the same guys too, and
Right.
showing me pictures of hanging out back then, and
Yep.
it was amazing to see some of the stuff that he brought, and I'm like, I didn't think anything of it back then, but that is absolutely cool.
Yeah, it was a good time. I got to watch the RC industry kind of grow, and I've seen the very first 10-scale gas trucks, and remember when A-scale racing was not even a thing yet.
Right.
I met my wife at a RC car track because I helped her brother and her dad out racing, and we've been together 34 years.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
So,
John.
we'll go to races. I'll be like, Jonathan, who was that? Because I'm old.
Can't remember.
I'm old.
I know that feeling.
Dad, it's me. I'm your son.
No, it's yeah.
Good times.
That's all I'm here for. Remembering stuff. Now I'm starting to work on stuff.
I need to have one of those.
Now he's getting older and he's adulting. It's a little tougher now for him going to races and stuff. But
Well, he goes, I need you to get a full-time job so you can buy more G parts. I'm like, okay, if I get a full-time job to buy more G parts, something has to go. He goes, well, why don't you travel with me? I was like, I can't take the 3 weeks because I would get off school for summer break. He'd pick me up, and we'd be gone the entire summer doing all these events and going to X Games and, NASCAR and doing all these events. So it's like, it went from like doing everything to we still do everything together, but it's still it's a lot less.
Not quite as much, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's that thing about adulthood that just sucks.
I mean, I'm 58 years old and I don't want an adult anymore. Well, I never did want an adult.
I never did.
Yeah, I never wanted an adult.
Nope.
But yeah. But it's fun. But we've been having a good time with oval racing too. Oval's been a lot of fun. I still do a little bit of everything else, but right now we're liking the oval a lot.
Oval and
Fantastic.
drifting. And monster trucks, obviously, but that's only a
that's
couple
another
times a
thing I
year.
haven't got into. I've never done any. We don't have any monster truck competitions or.
We don't either. Well,
You
we
just play
do,
with
but
them?
we're not allowed to race with our local group. So,
Oh.
yeah.
They really have certain rules, and we also race, other places, and we don't want to change our trucks to.
We run the big. So every year at the RC Monster Truck World Finals, the big
full size.
Yeah.
we do the RC show. So their rule set is a little bit different to our rule set. But I would rather go win a world championship like I've done for the last 5 years than go race. he's doing this because he raced me in the finals on those last one and I beat him. So
Beat me, he took me out.
it's the first time that I've ever beat my dad in a monster truck. I mean, I walked to his room and he's got a 9-foot statue of when he was at Digger's Dungeon and
2009 world champion.
and won a monster truck world. So every time I walk through that door, I see the same thing. It's like I don't have one of those. So every time we race monster trucks, I gotta beat him. So and unfortunately enough, I've done that pretty consistently now. So
I think the closest competition that we have is in Southern Illinois, and they call it Hobby Fest.
Huh?
yeah, with
This is going to be the last year for it, by the way.
Really?
yes, what's his name? Munz.
Yes. He put out that this will be the last year for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy how the RC industry is changing. It's not going away, but it's like the last few years we've had a lot of big events, and recently we're losing those bigger events, but we're getting a lot of little events. If you're in a hobby or think about getting in the hobby, make sure you go to your local hobby shop and
Absolutely.
or go on Facebook and look up local groups, because just because the big events aren't happening doesn't mean the little events stop. And it seems like there's a lot more little events than there has been big events lately.
And you have to have the little events to have the big events.
Yeah.
You have to have the crowd that are at the local tracks doing the local thing that want to be able to eventually go to a big event.
Right.
If you don't have the beginners, the starters at the local tracks,
Right.
you're never going to have the big events.
Yeah.
And I think the next biggest event I'm going to go to, or like, it's a crawler event, but it's more of an everything event, is Beat the Creek. Beat the Creek's a really good event. I'm looking forward to that one too. That's a nice event. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
If you
Cool,
ever
cool.
get to the Quad City area, give me a holler. Can show you around there.
Okay.
There's not a lot there, but I can definitely show you around.
I
So
like,
this is that, and that's that, and that's the end of the
Okay,
tour.
there
I
it
don't know
is.
what to show you else.
I
You want to
like
go get
the-
lunch? Okay.
I like hooking up with, like, when I travel and I'm at different events, I like hooking up with the locals, and they take me to their crawler spot, or they take me, to where they drag race, or they take me where, what they do with the RC stuff, and it's I see some awesome.
Hey, Jay. Hi, AJ.
I've seen some really awesome places to crawl in this country that is absolutely gorgeous. That you never even think it was there.
Well, we got some areas. I don't know how many of our guys go down there and crawl, but right on the Mississippi River, I mean, there's some places there that you're crawling on the driftwood, and I mean, we don't have a lot of big hills or big rocks.
You guys have mud.
We have
Yeah.
mud. Yes, there's definitely mud down there.
Yeah, if I lived on the East Coast, I don't think I would own a 4-wheel drive. Because I hate mud. I hate cleaning my Jeep with mud.
He says that, but then he's the first one to go play in the water holes when we're deep
Doesn't
in.
mean I don't hate it.
He hates cleaning it.
He
Let's,
hates cleaning
yeah,
it.
that's the catch there.
And I'm the guy that's always under my Jeep wiping down the drive shafts and wiping down the oil pan and wiping down the frame. And blah, blah, blah.
He actually has to go wipe my mirrors off because it's a Jeep. We're gonna go play in the dirt. I don't want to. I'm not gonna clean it to go get it dirty again.
I'll walk outside and we'll go somewhere in his car or his Jeep. Even though if I'm not even driving, I have to go wash the windows because I can't stand the windows to be dirty.
Yep.
My daughters come and visit. If I know it's going to rain, I go out and wash her windows and I put Rain-X. I don't know why I do it. It's just one of those things that
It's an old person
satisfies me.
It's an
to make
old
sure they
person
can
thing.
see out of their windows and
Yeah.
it's clean and clear. Like we'll get ready to go for a Jeep run on a the next day, and I look at his Jeep and it's just dirty, and I'm like, No, we have to. We gotta wash it or something.
All right.
There's
I
no
think-
doing again. We gotta go.
Yeah, I think we need to go so I can get. If you guys want to run over and let Jeremy know,
Yeah, well, I'll do that.
thank you
I know
again.
where he's
All right,
at,
guys.
so
I greatly appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
So much.
We'll talk again.
yeah,
Absolutely.
no, definitely. I'm glad we finally got to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. Peace out, guys.
All right. Peace and God bless, guys. We're gonna head out early.